saying Miracle, that's Big Chill, GB0, no good, that's a board wipe, no refill. Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. Alright, so as y'all can see, I'm not sure what happened when I pressed the button to start recording this video, but for some reason it stopped after 4 seconds. And then I happened to look up and notice that, yeah, we weren't recording. So yeah, just ended up catching it. So we're catching this in the middle of like a long grind match against Traptrix. I eventually like grinded through all his traps. And as you can see, we got Time Thief Redoer over there doing work so that I can try and grab, you know, trap cards from him. But unfortunately, we keep grabbing monsters, which is, you know, okay at the same time because it allows me to keep dodging traps and stuff with him if I need to. And yeah, so now we just trying to grind this final match out. I'm going to get evenly matched here. We're going to go ahead and chain the Redoer, and I want to keep my face down card, which I'm not too sure what it was, but yeah, Redoer just putting in work, dodging, getting up out the way, and doing whatever he has to do to, you know, win the game. And eventually he's just enough to grind that match out. So, you know, that was one of the things I was talking about during the during my discussion video and stuff, is that the deck, like especially like for a locals type area, you know, people usually are on the same type of deck. So if you go first, you kind of know what XYZ you want to team up out there with Darklaw in order to give yourself the best opportunity. And yeah, I think like he had already like got through my Tornado Dragon and stuff at this point in the match, and I do believe he had went first. And yeah, it ended up being a long grindy type match, which usually I would lose to those, but since Traptrix is a lot slower, it being a trap deck, it was easier for me to keep up in the grind game. And then once I got Time Thief Redoer out there, I'm just able, you know, to go toe to toe with whatever he is able to, you know, throw at me, because, you know, yeah, Time Thief Redoer is dodging, juking and jiving and getting the job done. So that ended up being game one. And I'm pretty sure here going into game two that he's going to be going first. So just already prepared my mental for another grind game against this deck. So yeah, going into game two now, of course, he is going to decide to go first. And this match does happen to be against E-Man, who was featured on my channel recently for taking third place in the Dark Magician Girl Trophy tournament. So yeah, you know, one of those Traptrix pink card players. And he's going to start his turn off with the Pudica. And looking at my hand, it appears to be about like one monster and nothing else. It does look like we do indeed have the Lightning Storm though, but no other hand traps. We have a triple Tactus Talent, which might not have been the best thing to leave in against this deck. And I think I ended up cutting that card. Did I end up cutting that card? I don't know. I can't remember if I did or not, but yeah, he's going to go with the safe play and go into Reflesia, but he also has access to the field spell, which is going to allow him an additional normal summon of a Traptrix monster. So yeah, there goes the Dionysia, there goes the Holotea, and he's trying to decide what monsters are best here. I guess like the only good thing about this, well, I guess, yeah, is that he didn't really draw any trap cards that, you know, do that, like, how do you say, that interrupt me. But yeah, he's able to go ahead and get the Dionysia back. And, you know, I had to look at the card because I was like, man, my heroes, except for, you know, outside of Stratos, we only get one effect per turn. Why do y'all get two effects per turn? Like, I want both of my Shadow Mist effect, I want both of my Liquid Soldier effect, but nah. So this time he's going to bring out the Time Thief Redoer on me and another XYZ monster. Not sure which one that one is, I can't really tell. But yeah, not only that, but he's gonna hit the trio and flip up the anti-spell fragrance on me. So this boy, yeah, he's got the Holotea set with anti-spell, Time Thief Redoer, and all that stuff. And yeah, with the anti-spell, that was pretty rough. So yeah, for some reason I just didn't expect him to put in the anti-spell, so I didn't. Well, actually, no, I take that back, because I modified my extra deck and took out the cosmic cyclones to put in lightning storms, because I thought it would be like better overall against like branded and how they set up, like, you know, regain and that other card, regain and the trap card and all that stuff. So yeah, turns out that was a bad idea, because I lost to anti-spell twice in this tournament. And you know, that one was just a duel, but I think, did I lose that match in Swiss? I did lose that match in Swiss against because he drove me, and it wasn't, I don't even think it was a first turn draw. It was like a later in the game draw, and it stopped me from being able to kill him effectively. And then the next turn he flipped up anti-spell. So yeah, double floodgated on, well, not double floodgated, but floodgated twice on my turn, you know, prevented me from being able to get the victory. So that was unfortunately. So yeah, I think like if y'all saw my deck profile, you might want to play the Cosmic Cyclones, because anti-spell looks like it's going to be pretty popular this format. I mean, not as if it hasn't been popular, but yeah, don't forget that thing exists, and we like to play our spell cards. So yeah, typically with this deck, nah, I guess it's still, it made a difference. It made a difference. And so now going into game 3, we actually didn't have like too much time left, but in order to give myself a chance to win, because I did not include Cowboy in my extra deck, I'm going to have to go ahead and let my opponent go first. And as you can see, him looking at the time there to see how much we got left, because our game 1 took so long. Like, yeah, it took pretty much like all the time. And that's why in that game 2, I didn't even like consider trying to play through all that stuff with the hand that I had, because it was easier just to scoop it up so that we would have time to do the game 3. And as you can see, he opened up like the pretty good, you know, really good combo. He's got the Rafflesia, he's got trap cards set down there, he's got the Sarah on the board along with 3 trap cards here. And I'm not too sure if he was expecting me to let him go first, but I figured that would give me the best chance to win. Like, I figured that if he wanted to go for the win, he was going to have to try to cowboy me and then reflect, and then, you know, I would be able to play, like, get damage down on the board. But we're going to start our turn with Lightning Storm, and he's going to go ahead and chain the Holotea, which is going to trigger the Sarah and allow him to, it's to special summon a Traptrix monster from the graveyard. He's going to go ahead and special summon the Dionysia and put the Gravedigger's trap hole down there. And yeah, fortunately for this deck, we don't really care too much about the graveyard, you know, and banished effect. So I wasn't too worried about the Gravedigger's trap hole, but the Rafflesia is an issue. There goes the Book of Moon on the Rafflesia to get her down. That way we can't get floodgated or anything here. I am also going to activate Pot of Desires. Feels so good to be able to activate, to go ahead and be able to activate Pot of Greed with heroes. So yeah, fortunately the way this deck runs and the way it's built, it doesn't matter for me to have the to be able to play Desires, because unless I end up like banishing like all my mass changes, then it's perfectly fine. You see, we're going to summon Shadow Mist there. We're going to use the mass change, and yeah, like I said, it's pretty much in time there, so we're able to get the 200 damage in against Sarah. And we also could attack directly with Anki, you know, for if we needed like a little bit more damage. So even if he had burned me with Cowboy, we still would have been able to get that game. And, you know, Anki was just kind of what I was counting on to be able to attack my opponent directly for that 1400, you know. So yeah, we go ahead and get the victory there against the Traptrix. And yeah, fortunately, you know, we drew some going second cards there in that game 3 match. We didn't get anti-spelled, but like I said, he was probably expecting me to go first. So little bit of mind games there that you got to play sometimes in order to get victory. And yeah, so I can't remember what round that match is, but yep, Appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Man, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he's shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at our world.